Chris, the usual question after an international break: are all the players back and fit and raring to go?
Yeah, well, we've got a few little knocks that we're still assessing. On the whole, yes, we're okay, but I said just a few knocks that we'll assess. We have been assessing today, and we'll continue to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, the reported ones are Anthony Pilkington and Johan Elmander. How are those two?
Yes, and that would be true. That they are two that we are looking at. Anthony Pilkington was able to do a little bit today, which we're pleased with. Johan, I say, will leave until tomorrow and assess that one again tomorrow.
Martin Olsen and Robert Snodgrass both scored, and Leroy Fer played in both games for the Netherlands. It's quite a successful break for the Canaries, isn't it? Yes,
and in fact Leroy's one that I forgot to mention upstairs, so my apologies for that one, but really pleased for him to be involved initially in the squad, to play some part in, of course, the first game, and then to play a full 90 minutes in the second game. Really pleasing for him, and certainly he'll be confident from that. But it's been a good international break as results-wise for those that went away.
Robert Snodgrass said when all the lads come back to Colney, it's always a good spirit in the camp after an international break.
It is, because they quite enjoy each other's company, actually. We might not think they do at times, but they quite enjoy each other's company. So I think when they're away, and they're away for some 10 days, and of course they've all got different, they've had different weeks, different stories, different results, and I think they always enjoy getting back together and telling each other about their exploits in the week. As I said, Snoddy scored and Martin Olsen scored. So yeah, we hope that that feel can see us nicely into the weekend.
The previous international break we went into on the back of a win against Southampton. This one was a defeat, but it was a good performance against Chelsea. You must be able to take sort of something from that.
We will definitely take something from that, and I think anybody watching the game would certainly wouldn't have felt it was a one that we deserved to lose. Whether we'd done enough to win it, certainly at that moment when they got the second goal, we were a team very much in the ascendancy. But we're pleased with the way that we're playing. We need to make sure that we continue that, because it's important, and we know as regards results that if you're happy enough with the way that you're playing for long enough, then the results will come with it.
You might not know, it's almost a year to the day that we beat Arsenal at Carrow Road in one of the most defining results of last season. That was, wasn't it?
Yes, and it was a big occasion for us, and we went into that game again, our form not too bad. We haven't certainly didn't get the results that we wanted to. The two games before that were probably more disappointing as regards to the performance, but it was a big ask that day, and but probably there weren't too many people that felt we was going to get anything from it, and that'll be similar on Saturday. Sometimes you have to use that, and there aren't too many that feel we will get something on Saturday, and that's something that has to drive you on to get the result.
Yeah, and the defeat at the Emirates Stadium last year, that was a difficult one to take, wasn't it?
It was. The only thing that we took from that was the performance, and it was, I think, one of our better away performances in the season, and we felt very unjust in the manner in which we lost the game. But that was then. This is a new season. What we are, as I say, is a team that's in decent form at the moment, and we need to take that form into Saturday's game.
We're in decent form. Arsenal are in decent form. They've won 9 of sort of the last 11 games since losing on the opening day. They're really playing some good stuff at the moment, aren't they?
They are. They have excellent choices. They have a way and a style of play, and that's seeing them in the form that they're in. But if you didn't think you had a chance, there's almost no point preparing yourself the way that you do. You always have a chance in every game, and we know that to get something from the game, that we're going to have to play very well, and you hope that they have one of their days that's not one of their better days. But it's a real exciting challenge for us always, I think, to go to, be it the Emirates or certainly the bigger clubs, because of course that's the bigger challenge, and we'll have a group of players that will be very much looking forward to it.
Finally, Chris, Saturday represents a big day for Norwich City. It's the 20th anniversary of a famous win in Bayern against Bayern Munich. Is that a fixture that you have any sort of recollection of?
Yes, I do, because we at the time in my time at Tottenham, we'd had 4 players that came here from Tottenham to Norwich. So Norwich was always a club that I looked out for at the time, and it's important. It's important in our club's history, and I don't think it's one that we should ever fear talking about or think that we're speaking about too much. It was an exciting period in our history, and for those that come, the new players that come have settled in very, very well into the area, and as I say, that's very much part of our history.